Hello, everybody. This is Dr. De Silva here, and today we will go over the most missed questions of the AKS 2 test cells to systems. So let's see which ones they are. The first most missed question was this: you notice your friend has a bandage on her arm and you ask her if she's okay. Your friend tells you that she is fine. She recently got a flu shot. You want to know more about flu shots, so you do some research online. You discover that flu shots contain a weakened version of the flu virus. What body systems would be most responsive after a flu shot is given? Now, remember, this is a weakened version of the flu virus. So, a virus is something that causes an infection, but it's a weakened version. So, it will just cause some kind of immunity. So, when the real flu comes in, there is an immunity already in the person. So, immunity, so that's an immune system. So, how does this flu shot go to your different systems? It is through blood, which is a cardiovascular system. So here the right answer would be your immune and cardiovascular systems. That would be your right answer. Next question. Students were engaged in an argument about major body systems interaction that facilitate homeostasis in humans. They discussed that when an individual has a common cold, at least two major body systems work together to maintain homeostasis. Which student has the best argument regarding body system interaction that most directly relates to an individual returning to a state of feeling healthier? So, right here we have common cold and two systems are involved. So, let's see which ones they are. Student A argued that the nervous system regulates the immune system and the excretory system eliminates waste from the body. There is nothing about the excretory system given, as well as the nervous system regulates all these systems. So it's the control center, controlled body system. Let's say B. Student B argued that the cardiovascular system returns oxygen poor blood back to the lungs to release, and the digestive system breaks down food into usable nutrients. Okay, so there is nothing regarding the digestive system in the question. So that is not the right answer. Student C argued that the immune system fights infections and the cardiovascular system transports white blood cells in the blood. So common cold is an infection. It's a kind of a viral infection, so there is immunity involved. So definitely student C seems to have the right answer here. The immune system fights infections and the cardiovascular system transports white blood cells in the blood. And the way the infection fighter will go through is through the white blood cells, which are the defense cells in the blood. And student D argued that the muscular system supports movement of the body while the respiratory system takes in oxygen. Once again, nothing of the muscular system is given. Hence, student C has the right answer. The most missed question number 3. The above picture shows several plant organs working together. Which level of organization best represents the shoots and the roots of the plant? Now, as you all see in the picture here, you have the shoot system and the root system. If we take this particular plant into consideration and check the levels of organization, so first level is, the cells, tissues, organ systems, and organism. So here in this case, the cells would be the different plant cells. The tissues would be the different cells working together. Some cells work for the growth, some cells work for support. What would be the next level? The organs. The organs are which have a specific function. So the roots have a specific function, the stem has a particular function, the leaves have a particular function. The organ system would be the root system and the shoot system, which is a broader function, which has a huge function of root systems for actually absorbing the water, whereas the shoot system is the photosynthesis and the stem is for the uptake of water. So here, the shoots and the roots represent the organ system of the plant, and the organism would be the whole plant itself. So organ system is the right answer. Most missed question number 4. Students were engaged in an argument about body systems working together to supply cells with necessary nutrients and oxygen so that the body gets the energy it needs to perform life functions. Which argument best supports how nutrients and oxygen get to cells to make energy? So here the question asked is supply cells with necessary nutrients and oxygen and body getting the energy for functions. So let's see what it makes the most sense. First is A, the nervous system regulates all the other body systems. The digestive system breaks down food into nutrients, and the cardiovascular system takes in oxygen for the cells. Okay, this makes a little sense. Let's see the other thing. The digestive system breaks down food into nutrients. The cardiovascular system delivers oxygen to the cells, and the excretory system removes waste from the body. This is not a sequence, so this doesn't make sense. Next one. The cardiovascular system delivers oxygen to the cells, the immune system fights off infections, and the respiratory system takes in food, which is absolutely doesn't make sense at all because the respiratory system doesn't take in food. Last one, the digestive system breaks down food, the respiratory system takes in oxygen, and the cardiovascular system delivers oxygen and nutrients to the cell. Now, this makes a little more sense because we know the digestive system will bring the nutrients, okay? Oxygen system takes, the respiratory system takes in oxygen. We know that. And the cardiovascular system delivers the oxygen and nutrients to the cell, which is the blood. Through the blood, you'll get the oxygen and the nutrients to the cell. So the right answer is D, the digestive system. Breaks down food, respiratory system takes in oxygen, and the cardiovascular system delivers the oxygen. The fifth most missed question was which of the following choices shows the correct organization of the human body in order from the most complex to the simplest level? So in this case, the most complex would be the system level. So bone cell is out because it's the simplest. Bone tissue is not the most complex. Skeletal system, yes, makes sense. So let's see if that's an order. Skeletal system, bone tissue. Oh, bone and bone cell. Well, here the bone is an organ, so organ should have come after the system because it is the most complex to the simplest level. So the right answer is D, the skeletal system. The bone is an organ, bone tissue, and then the bone cell. The constructed response was a little difficult for most of the students. A patient comes into the doctor's office complaining of chest pain, shortness of breath, and fatigue, especially after running so hard on the lacrosse field. The doctor asks the patient a number of questions and runs several tests to try to determine what is wrong. Using a knowledge of the human body, what systems will the doctor investigate to determine what is affecting the patient? So, one thing we have to keep in mind is there's chest pain, something to do with the respiratory or the cardiovascular system, most precisely. Shortness of breath, definitely the respiratory system. Fatigue can be the muscular system as well, but it can also be the cardiovascular system. So here there is an exemplar for this question. So the doctor will investigate the respiratory and cardiovascular system to determine the causes of the symptoms. So we need to see how they interact with each other. Now, when the heart pumps blood through the body, the lungs oxygenate the blood at the same time, which is then delivered to the muscles to support their activity. So the blood goes to the muscles. Now, during intense exercise, the heart and the breathing rates increase to meet the body's oxygen demand. So, right, you're exercising more, so you need more oxygen, but it's usually not supplied. So, if there's a problem with the heart or lungs, the increased demand can lead to symptoms like chest pain and shortness of breath. So, this would be an exemplar answer. Even if the other good right answer would be the cardiovascular and the muscular system as well, since the cardiovascular system supplies the oxygen to the muscles and the muscles get fatigued, so there's chest pain. That would be the right answer too. So hope you'll have understood what are the most missed questions and what y'all probably know better now. If there are any other questions, you're free to ask your teacher. And all the very best on your retake. Thank you.